Let's hear more now from Neil Trautwein of the National Retail Federation about the impact of this delay on American businesses. Neil, what did you hear from your membership today? I mean, what are they going to do next now that they have this extension?
Well, I think first they're going to take a deep breath and reevaluate where they are. This announcement last night both surprised and pleased us. I think there is a sense that we were careering towards a deadline, and I think there was some danger that that we were going to get sideways on this. So I think we're very encouraged.
Put into perspective for me, if you would, Neil, the number of businesses that were going to be affected by this employer mandate and now won't be. As I understand it, something like 97% of all businesses in the country have fewer than 50 employees anyhow, and most of the businesses above 50 employees, full-time employees that is, already provide insurance. So what number of businesses are we talking about?
Well, it's actually a large percentage of the employees are in those larger than 50 employee groups. We have a lot of members that are in that small mom and pop range as well, but they still had to report to the exchange all the information that is so troublesome in today's announcement, or yesterday's announcement. But really the challenge is not, it's the sufficiency of coverage. Even though many firms have offered coverage before, it's often not as comprehensive as the Affordable Care Act will require. And there's a real question about the relative size of employer contribution to individual employee income. There's a second penalty under the ACA that penalizes when it passes a certain income threshold. So I think this is of broad concern to a wide swath of the business community. Certainly the retail industry and the chain restaurant industries that I represent have been very worried about this, and it's introduced an element of uncertainty into expansion plans.
And when you talk about uncertainty, it goes beyond just these businesses who have to deal with this new legislation. I mean, we hear that individuals are still very confused. A lot of these exchanges are not set up yet. Bertha was just saying in that package, talking about whether or not this individual mandate might have to be postponed. You're very much in touch with everything going on with this bill. What do you think? Is that the next extension that we're going to be hearing about?
I kind of doubt it. I think this was a big step for the administration to take to postpone the employer responsibility mandate regime. I think to go that extra mile, not to open up the exchanges for individuals, you might see a compliance light sort of an approach on the individual side, but I think they will try to enroll individuals, and they have already encouraged employers to continue to provide and expand offering to employees.
All right, Neil, thank you so much for coming on and sharing all this information with us.
Well, thank you.
Neil Trautwein, Vice President of the National Retail Federation.